Welcome back to album recaps. This is where I just basically take the time to sit down and talk to you guys about a band that you probably never heard of before. And hopefully they get a new follower, they get a new like, they get a new share, It helps bands. That's why I do this. And it helps listeners discover a new band. Today, we are going to be checking out a TLDR or a TLDL, Too Lazy Didn't Listen, on MORPHIDE, ANHEDONIA. This album is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Their debut album, very first album that they released. I am actually friends with both of them, Christian and Isa. Awesome people, very humble individuals. They do everything themselves. All production is done by Christian, and all vocals are done by Isa. And vocals, not only vocals, she helps with some of the setups of the music videos and everything. And I've done an interview. You can check it out more. It will be tagged. A lot of you guys that listen to like Era, Thornhill, Northlane, any Jet band, you will love this fucking band. Like they're absolutely fucking amazing. All right, let's jump into this. So the first track is Aftermath, and it just leads into this scream by Isa. And it just really opens up the world of MORPHIDE to the listener. And it has this beautiful, beautiful chorus over top of these technical gent riffs. And it's a fantastic track. I blew me away the first time I heard it. Literally blew me away. And not to mention Isa and both Christian, they both put their all into their videos. I see it. I see how much work they put into their videos, how much production goes into their videos. Not only the cinematography, but the sound and everything. And they even hire, musicians to play with them on these videos too. But yeah, very, very awesome. The next track is Mayhem. Now this track hits home for me. Absolutely hits home. Beautiful, beautiful song. It's got that, it's heavy at first, and then it calms down, then it gets heavy, then it calms down, gets heavy, then it calms down, and then it gets heavy, and a breakdown in the end. It's like, wow, that is depression. It's heavy at first, and then it calms down, then the thoughts come back, and it gets heavy again, and it shows. In the video, it shows her, slitting her wrist in a bathtub. And it's very, very, it just hits home. I've tried to kill myself twice in this life. And it just hits home. It's a very, very, very personal track to me. I absolutely love this track. The next track is Catharsis. Now, this track is very, very slow. It's a very slow burn track. But by the end, you just don't know. You don't know what you're going to experience. And I'm telling you, what you experience on this final breakdown is just, oh, God. It's just amazing. This track is so good. Like, instantly, this was their final single that they released on the album before they released the album. And it's just, oh, God, this single is just amazing. Absolutely amazing song. You just have to listen to it to understand it. The next track is Queen of Blame. Now, I believe they also won an award for this music video as well, which is pretty freaking cool. Isa was actually with us during the album reaction. She was actually watching during I was doing the album reaction. She was on Twitch with us watching. So shout out goes to her. Thank you so much. Queen of Blame kind of has this video approach of post-apocalyptic world where there's these people that are coming to raid this person's house, and this person is prepared for these people, and this person is a child. This person actually kills all of the raiders, which is wild. It's just an awesome video, awesome song. There isn't really any breakdowns in this song from what I remember that really caught my attention, but it was just awesome. It was an awesome song. Up next is We Are One. This is my absolute favorite track on the album. It's got that very carnival vibe in the beginning with the Thornhill and just, yeah. It's just awesome. It's such an awesome track. I really don't want to spoil it for you guys. You just have to listen to this. If you love like Flyleaf, if you love, Early Rise, if you love that slow burn and then it just leads into that epic chorus, you will absolutely love this track. It's just great. And it tells the story of we are one. We have all experienced grief. We have all experienced, stress. We have all experienced depression, anxiety in our lives. And we're not alone. It feels like we're not alone. It really brings off the vibes of You're Not Alone from Seosin. Same kind of vibes with the lyrics. And I really, really, really appreciate the song, them making the song. It's a fucking beautiful song. Up next is Enter the Storm. Now, this one really didn't catch my attention too much, but I've listened to it a couple times now, and it's just it's a very vague approach with the music composition, but the video is absolutely beautiful. The video, I think that they were telling me they went on an island and actually filmed it, or like a wilderness. They were all Christian. The whole video is about Christian in the wilderness, and like during the course, you can see Isa with Christian, and they're all playing together. And it's just a wild video. It reminds me of Into the Wild that I watched in high school. And that's what the kind of vibes brought off. It almost seems like Christian is kind of, just going his own path in this video. Up next is Akaneo. I believe that this was their very first single. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. And this is the only live video that they have for the live, like an actual live music video. I got to see the way they approach the crowd and everything, and it's just great. It's an awesome song. It's a very upbeat song, and I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this song. A lot of the lighting effects, and then with Ice's hair and some of these clips, it matched like the lighting effects. It was like a contrast of lighting effects. It was just really, really cool. It's a really, really cool song. I liked it. Up next is Panopticon. Arguably my tie for favorite. Absolutely brutal freaking breakdown in this song. This one and Catharsis have some of the best breakdowns that I've ever heard in modern metalcore music. But dude, this track, it almost seems like it's a Japanese track with the style of the video. Because it reminds me like they're on like these neon walkways and stuff like that. It's just a wild video. It's great. It's such an amazing song. And this one, it just deserves your listen because it's just got this technical gent riffs. It's got the ambient vibes. It's got Ice's brutal ass vocals plus her singing, and it's awesome. Amazing track. And finally, our finale, Cromulent. Now, Cromulent brings off the vibes of Early Rise, like huge Early Rise vibes, especially with the singer. It's just, I don't know. This track just does something to me. I've listened to it, time and time again. It's just great. It has that very ambient approach to the guitars and everything, and the drums sound fantastic in every single one of these tracks. Like I wish I could make music that sounds like this. I really wish I could, but I know it's gonna come with time. But yeah, this is just, it's an amazing track. It's an amazing album, like overall. There's just not much that I can ruin for you guys. I could sit here and tell you every single specific design with each track, but it's just, I can't. You just got to listen for yourselves. You got to pick this album up. It's an amazing album. Let's jump into this final thoughts. All right. So my final thoughts on Anhedonia. Anhedonia is basically a word. It deals with the inability to experience joy or pleasure. So basically being depressed, feeling anxiety, being depression. It's dealing with stress. It's just, it hits home. This whole album hits home. The lyrics, the music, it's so powerful to me. And it's definitely one of my favorites that I discovered in 2022. I believe I checked this album out. Yeah, I think it was 2022. 2022, I checked this out. It's amazing. Amazing fucking album. It deserves each and every one of your buys. So, no, sorry. That's kind of a spoiler. But I'm just going to jump into, some of the things that I think you guys should know before you check out this album. So this album got my 5th pick for the 2022 album of the year. And it's great. It's a great album. So this album has, for like fans of Early Rise, Northlane, Carnival, Thornhill, and Headphones President. Those were the 5, similarities that I gave this album. So the genre of this album that I gave it was ambient core. So it's metalcore, but it's ambient music. Gent, it's progressive. It's a very experimental album, and it's technical. My favorite tracks still to this day are We Are One, Mayhem, and Panopticon. Absolutely amazing tracks. My rating still stands at this day an 80 out of 10, which is my equivalent to a 10 out of 10 rating. It's almost as good as an over 9,000. But it has some flaws, but it's still an amazing album. And finally, let's get into it. Should you buy MORPHIDE ANHEDONIA? Well, if you can get your hands on it, I'm pretty sure they're sold out of copies, but if they aren't, go check it out right now. That's on their Bandcamp. I'll be linking the Bandcamp link down in the comments below. It's going to be a pinned link. Make sure you guys click on it. Go support this band. The album only costs, I think it's $10. So they definitely deserve your support, man. And they work hard at what they do. So definitely go give them a follow. Go give them a like on all their socials. They're fantastic humans, fantastic musicians, and just all around good people that deserve your support. So yes, you should buy MORPHIDE ANHEDONIA. Thank you guys for checking out this album recap. I will see you at the next one.